Hello. This is not your normal Saturday night stream. I have no music. I'm skipping the usual intro. We just got done watching Ahsoka. Holy shit. Holy, holy, holy moly. Oh, I almost feel like I need a cigarette or like a towel or something. That was so good. That was so good. Oh, all right. People literally asked me to do this. The fuck is everybody? Oh, well. I really don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. Because I got what I needed tonight from Ahsoka. That premiere 2 episodes was magnificent. Hey, there's somebody. Hi, Laura. What did you think? Saber, what's going on? How are you two this evening? I'm doing mighty well right now. Yes, indeed, I am. I just got a little of a little under an hour and a half of the Star Wars I've been waiting for pretty much since Rogue One. That was like the last good Disney Star Wars. Well, okay, Mando season 2. Yeah, Mando season 2. Hey, Brooke, how's it going? Chopper is the shit. He is still second to R2, at least for me. But Chopper is absolutely fucking magnificent. I love Chopper. He was like really most of what sucked me into Rebels during the first season when I first started watching it on the Disney Plus. Because that one they'd originally set that up to be a kid show, and the first season was fairly, I mean, not kid, but middle school and a couple grades maybe below that for the age range on it. You could tell, but as it went on, it definitely got not for children's, at least not in the traditional sense anyway. And it was good. Oh, hi, Laura. Well, this wasn't, I mean, I guess it kind of was going to be a spoiler stream. I'm not going to be like pulling up the episode or anything like that tonight. I just wanted to talk about it for a bit. So I'm not really going to get super spoiler. I probably am going to do like a full and probably going to end up being fairly long video about this premiere though at some point. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about some of the scenes and some of what goes on in there. I'm not doing like a whole fucking summary, but I'm going to be talking about some specifics to illustrate points. Yes. So thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry you had the crap at home, and I hope things are straightened out at this point. Yup, Chopper. Oh, Chopper's so great. I love Chopper. I mean, he stole the show on the fucking cartoon. Why shouldn't he steal it now? Yeah, that's sick. I thought it was just going to be like a unexplored part of the galaxy they're in. I didn't know they were actually going to like travel some weird ass space corridor from galaxy to galaxy. That's going to be fucking sick. The Empire, book very long. Read the second book. Okay, now you're doing the original trilogy from the 90s or late 80s or whenever the fuck that came out, or the now canon one that Zahn just redid for Disney, like within the last not too long ago. It's as specific as I can get. There's a recent one and there's an older one. Are you reading the recent one or the older one? Legends. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Now, there's another Legends novel called Outbound Flight that actually has a decent chunk of Thrawn's backstory in it, and Jorah Sabaoth is also in that. But before he, and it's the original Jedi Jorah Sabaoth, not the created clone that Thrawn has in Heir to the Empire. So it's a pretty good book. Dude's sick. I love Thrawn. I didn't realize they were going to put him in Rebels, so when he popped up, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And now I get him in live action in the latter half of the season, like with any frequency. It won't be in these first. It will not be in the next two shows. That's for sure. At least not in any. Not for any real length of time. Scene or two, maybe. Yeah, he was super intelligent, especially when it came to tactics and the ability to assess his opponent generally fairly rapidly. Um, that was one of the things they made sure to bring up in Outbound Flight because he went through a battle or two before he even got to the actual Republic ship known as Outbound Flight. So if you haven't read that book, read that book. It's fucking dope. But anywho, yeah, I'm pretty much at a 9 out of 10 on that one. I couldn't go perfect. I could not, mostly because of the fight choreography. I don't know who the fuck they hired, but not that person again, please. Choreography is a bit on the weak side. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I was apprehensive for sure. I'll tell you what, the score, the music, and I know some people didn't like the rockish sounding music that Sabine was listening to in the first episode. I fucking dug it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, it definitely felt like Star Wars. I like. All right, for those of you who are drinkers, like when it's been a minute since you've had a drink of like your shit, and so when you finally take that first glug of it after a while, like you just get the tinglies in all the right spots. Yeah, that's what that music did. Fuck yeah, Kinder nailed it, bro. Yeah, Balin's sick. Ray Stevenson, R.I.P. Sir. He is the best acted character on the show currently. That's for sure. Ray Stevenson is killing it. He's fucking killing it. I'm waiting to see a little more about the Shin chick. I don't dislike her. She hasn't really given me any reason to like her either. So she's just kind of there doing what she's told, stabbing Sabine in the liver. Not a fatal wound. Not like the Reva who took it through the diaphragm just underneath the sternum twice. Yeah. This was below the rib cage through the liver. I don't know about reckless per se, but she's very, yeah, I guess you could say reckless. She's definitely aggressive. I wouldn't say she acts without thought. I would say she just doesn't spend in um, she doesn't spend very long in the thought process either. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, so far she's cool. I mean, she doesn't like. I'm not like, ooh, Shin. I mean, she's pretty, but like as a character, I'm not wowed. Sabine, yes. Natasha Lou Bordizzo is a very attractive lady. Yeah, that is for sure. She definitely I feel captures Sabine's attitude from the show. I really think that. I feel that way. So, yes, the shift to a normal time is awesome. I'm straight up probably going to do this every fucking week because it's just fun. And it gives me an excuse to have 2 streams a week for the next 6 weeks. So, I mean, this one won't be any kind of super long. Just, talk about the shizzo, what we liked, what we didn't like, and call it a night because, at least here on the East Coast, it's already about 11 p.m. and some of us got to work in the morning. So, but I don't mind though because I'd be up anyway. I may as well be hanging out with y'all talking about this, what has turned out, thankfully, to be a magnificent fucking TV show. Alan, yeah, 9.5. Yeah, I'm here for it. Give me actual numbers, guys. Give me numbers. I know, dude. The way they set it up for episode 3, like they're already setting up another clash on that planet where we first saw that star map, which was sick, by the way. Like they gave us a taste of it in the trailer, and like seeing that whole fucking process and scene, and we actually got the Green Night Sister magic glow coming up, and when Elsbeth was, oh, I fucking love that scene. It was so good to see Night Sister magic again. Both episodes, 8.5 to 9. Nice. I'm down with that. I'm going solid nines. Solid 9 for the evening. Yeah, sorry about no music. My tablet died, and when I tried to charge it, well, so I could use it, like I would have to leave it plugged in. But again, evidently, the same thing happens when I plug in too much shit. I got a crap ton of feedback. So it is what it is. I shall figure out a way to avert that problem eventually. Hope the season's good enough that they give Dave Filoni greater creative control at Lucasfilm. Well, here's what I think. 4.5 out of 10. Donna. Why, Donna? Please explain this to me. Why are you not basking in the glow of like Star Wars? Is he throwing in his full glory in it? Yeah. Well, see, that's another thing too. Like I said Saturday, I don't see how he's set up to be the person they need to stop in the movie without Episode 8 ending Empire style with him running Ahsoka and crew over on his way back down that corridor to the known Republic galaxy. Female plot armor sucks ass. Oh, you're talking about the stab wound? I addressed that. At first, I was like, God damn it, another goddamn fucking stab wound. But then I actually paid attention to where it was, and it was below the rib cage in the liver, possibly top of the kidney. Yeah, I know. It's well, I mean, it's a lightsaber. Just it's either stab or slash. So, I mean, you're kind of stuck with those two things with any kind of swordish apparatus. But yeah, it was not in it was not in a fatal spot like Reva being stabbed twice just below the sternum through the diaphragm and transverse colon. So even if she didn't suffocate to death, sepsis would kill her in short order. So yeah, no, Sabine actually did not take a fatal wound, especially not when it cauterizes itself on the way back out. Now, where Balin stabbed the captain of that ship, which is exactly where Reva got stabbed, by the way. Yeah, dead. That's just where I'm at. If you find that frustrating, Madam Donna, I'm not going to give you shit. I'm just telling you how I feel. You do you, girl. I will say I hope it gets better for you. I'm pretty damn sure it's going to get even better for me because they're already set up for another face to face at that planet where the map is. The first two seem to be traveling a pretty good through line. Yep, we do, and be adults about it, unlike other fucking places on the interweb and YouTube itself, Twitter. Do, do, do. But how you been though, Donna? How has your week been in this? Well, basically, did Monday suck too bad? It's kind of what I need to get down to since it's only Tuesday. Was your Monday too Monday? I did not have too Monday of a Monday, thankfully. Oh yeah, waiting all day for that puppy to crack. Music was okay. You need to see the rest of the series before you throw out a 10. Yeah, I mean, I don't even, as good as this is, I don't know. They're going to have to do something to get a 10 for me. Like, there's going to have to be like literal perfection for these eyes. And they haven't quite gotten there yet. So, music was just okay. I liked it. Kind of a lot. Even that pseudo rock shit that Sabine was listening to when she was running off from Lothal Day reminded me of like bands like Garbage, but with like a more industrial twist to it from like the late '90s. That's what it reminded me of. A little bit of Garbage, a little bit of Hole. Who is that other? Who's that other girl band that was killing it back then? Veruca Salt. Yeah, yeah. The Lothcats did look great. I want one so fucking bad. Like if somehow those were ever real, I would want one. I kind of want a stuffed one. Like real talk. I ain't afraid to say it. I like stuffed animals. Still, if they're cool. And a Lothcat, you're fucking cool. Yeah. Yeah, Lothcats look great. I mean, I will say this. They could have did with just like a smidge less exposition in the first episode. Like that one probably could have been like a 47-minute episode instead of like a 53-minute episode or 45. Just little snips here and there. Tighten it up just a bit. I would not say it dragged though. Like I was with it for like most of the shit they were setting up. I was with it for most of it. It wasn't until almost like the end of it that I was like, can we get to the point just a teeny, not a lot, just a little quick. Chopper. I want to say Chopper's goaded, but R2 is goaded, but Chopper's like right there. But R2 is still the king of astromechs as far as this guy is concerned. But it is like 1 and 1A. Like there's levels. There's R2 and Chopper. And then there's a fuck ton of space. And then maybe R4. The Gonk droid from Bad Batch. And I suppose the crew of droids from that one arc from the Clone Wars, which most people probably hated, but I thought was amusing, where they found that one clone trooper being used as like a dishwasher or whatever on that one planet they crashed on. You think your hype was too high? It's possible. My hype was pretty damn high. It was met for the most part. Like I said, I can nitpick a couple things here and there, but like it is nitpicking. Faux show. It is nitpicking. I mean, the look of the thing was great. Even like the world knows now who commits all those war crimes. It's Chopper. I mean, for sure. Rook's still trying to temper expectations. I mean, yeah, I feel that, dude. I really do. Fight scenes were good for the most part. Not perfect, but yeah. I mean, yeah, they were. I mean, it was cool to get that many fight scenes for sure. I mean, it's not like they sucked. I would not say they sucked. They just could have been improved upon, I feel like. It's weird. I so love lightsaber combat, but yet that was kind of one of the weakest parts of the show for me, honestly. I love the fact that it occurred, but what occurred is was decent. Now, Balin's hallway walk was pretty sweet. Obviously, nowhere near on par with Vader's at the end of Rogue One, but Balin had a dope hallway walk. I got to say that. Yeah, fight scenes were good. I just feel like they could have been closer to great. Some of them, not all of them. A couple of them were actually really good. Hilt of Ahsoka's lightsabers kind of resemble the handle of a samurai sword. Definitely, yeah, yeah. Well, Dave put that in a fucking Clone Wars. Aaron and Ahsoka took you out of it. Both felt off. Hmm. Hmm. I kind of like their dynamic. Yeah. How about how much in the from the previews were literally in those two episodes though? And do you realize that's actually a cool fucking thing? Like how many trailers have we all seen that like basically give like everything away? Like they basically for the most part have given us the first two episodes and I'm guessing Balin and Ahsoka's face off at that map site is gonna happen in this next episode because that's where they're fucking going. They're going right to the planet that Morgan Elsbeth called up the map on with her dope ass Night Sister magic. I fucking loved that scene. As soon as I saw the green mist come up, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" We're for sure going in blind after episode 4. Like the whole back half of the season that's going to happen in that other galaxy. There was nothing in the trailer for that except maybe. Oh no, can't say that. There was that fight when they were flying around Purgle tentacles. So actually, that could happen still in this end of the galaxy, and still in that galaxy too, in the known galaxy, I should say. Hmm. But even then, that still isn't much for out of 4 episodes. The mother tropes was annoying. I see why men would like it, but not built for women. Oh, you mean with Hera kind of being everyone's mom, and you know, Ahsoka sort of being Sabine's mom, and all that shizzle? Is that what you're talking about when you say mother tropes? 'Cause I will agree with you a teensy. I would say there was a bit too much of that, but only a bit. Like a lot of the, I would say, I would say, yeah, maybe a couple minutes, maybe a scene or two that weren't necessary here and there. But I mean, that goes again, that goes back to the fact that they probably could have done that episode in like, 45, 46 minutes rather than the 53, 54 it was. So, um, I feel like it's more of a generational thing. Like Hera is kind of momming everybody. She's just like the mother hen to both Ahsoka and Sabine and Chopper, technically also. And then Ahsoka's got the pseudo mentor mother relationship with Sabine. Oh yeah, she's always been the mother hen. That's nothing new. What's new is there was never that much Ahsoka and Sabine in Rebels, so that's probably a bit jarring. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, no, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is doing a really good job. Faux show, but Ray is literally and metaphorically head and shoulders above the rest of the cast when it comes to the acting. I mean, you all saw how big that motherfucker is. He is literally head and shoulders above the rest of that fucking cast right now. And I actually liked the intro without like a lot of talking and the psychometry that Ahsoka was engaging in to help her figure that shit out. I like that Sabine isn't too force. Yes, yes, I know many people were going to be pissed as fuck if Sabine turned out to be force sensitive. So yes, them like flat out saying basically that she's not is going to it's going to tone down a lot of the bullshit for sure. Plus, it was hilarious the way Hu Yang just slapped her the fuck down. Thanks, Donna. Have a good night. Hopefully, it improves for you. Are you going to give episode 3 a chance, or are you going to check out just real quick? And then I will completely officially bid you adieu. You know, there's probably going to be some people that say that it kind of was a little choppy or a little jumpy or the timing was off going back and forth between, whatever scene they wanted to do. But the reason I was letting dead air happen there for a bit is I was just thinking back to the OT and how that's literally like that. The entire OT is literally like that. You're in it all the way. Can only go up from here. All right, cool. Well, have a good night, Donna. And yeah, definitely see you Saturday for sure. And have a safe rest of your week until then. So glad she isn't, but I was prepared. Yeah, I was preparing myself. Like I was finding ways to deal with it that didn't involve too much mental gymnastics. Not enough to make me go. So yeah, yeah. That's definitely a potential large point of contention that has now been avoided. And Hu Yang is fucking great. I'm not gonna say hilarious, but he's great. He makes me smile. Just the way his matter of factness and slapping Sabine down with her lack of force skills was pretty damn funny. So Hu Yang was cool. I think Rosario's doing a damn fine job as Ahsoka. I don't know if they'll ever get those Leku right though, honestly. Um, like they just still look like rubber to me. They just can't get them fucking things natural. But that's okay. Again, nitpicking. But yeah, definitely solid nines. I cannot wait for next week. I think episode 3 is going to be fire. I was Maximus. How you doing, mine? Yeah, you loved it. Great. Give me a number. Give me a number, please, sir. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I am very, very pleased overall. I like the fact that, like, hell yeah. See, I can't quite go 10. Not yet. Just, I can nitpick just a little too much for it to be a 10. But it's like, it's on the sidewalk like one brick from the door. You know what I mean? Like there's a brick and then there's the doorway that you got to stand on. The brick directly in front of the doorway. Yeah. So we are all happy, and that is good to see. That is very good to see because I know we were all nervous. I was nervous. I was definitely much more hyped than nervous, but I was also definitely nervous, man. Like it was a. All right, let me make sure I didn't just fuck up something. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Ugh. Really, Maximus. I really have no complaints. I love the music, direction, pace, fight scenes. Yeah, I mean the music was definitely really good. The fight scenes were decent. Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, overall definitely really good. Some of it reminded me. Yes, definitely. Especially when Hera and Chopper were chasing that thing and Chopper's having a fit. It was hilarious. Hopefully the show won't have too much unnecessary filler. I given these first two episodes and that I would say most of what um, the yapping part of setup was taken care of in episode one. So I mean, and I don't even think this would be filler, but I wouldn't mind spending a few minutes seeing how Balin and Shin cross paths. Because at least to me, she looks way too young to have been his Padawan uh, at the temple at the end of the Clone Wars. I do. To me, he picked her up somewhere after escaping old the 66. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the story. Like, I don't want him to be like go over everything where he finds her and then like a training fucking montage and all that bullshit. No, but yeah, give me like 3 to 5 minutes on how he ran across her. That would be dope. And that's all they need. That's all we need. Yeah. By the way, did everyone fucking hit like? Would you please hit like if you haven't hit like? I don't have two monitors, so I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I really and I can't use my phone to look to check because it's currently lighting, you know, this side of my face. No, it's lighting this side of my face. My other lamp is lighting this side of my face. Hey, here he is. What's happening, man? Lay it on me, bro. What'd you think? Got a jet. Got a great papers. Right on, dude. Have fun grading papers. Thanks for coming in, though, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week with your students and whatever cool thing you're doing in your class right now, and hopefully see you Saturday, Britt. Lay it on me, Jay. How you feeling about it? I'm sitting here saying nothing like I got music in the background. I ain't got no damn music. It's just me staring at a microphone slash my computer screen. I should probably say something to fill the time. Yeah, most of the time I really don't have it too much of a problem rambling off at the mouth, blowing hot air, as they say, yapping for no apparent fucking reason at all. Except I actually have a reason right now. Waiting for Justin to let me know what he thinks about the show. Because I loved it. I thought it was great. It felt like Star Wars. Uh, oh, yeah, that reminds me. And they showed this shit in the trailer, but I missed it. Like the first time just cuts that hole to drop down, I had missed until I watched the show tonight. As she was using the force to hold the sabers, she wasn't squatting and holding them. She just chucked them in there and just gripped them with the force and spun. It was fucking sick. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be to work in 7 hours. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta be up in 6 hours. Yeah. Have a good night, Maine. I don't think I'm a blather for too much longer anyway. I wasn't planning on this being like any kind of like usual Saturday night stream where I'm, around here for 2 hours or whatnot. I was thinking 45 minutes to an hour for this hog. Justin, where are you? I want to know what you think, my guy. What else? Like, what was another standout scene? That one, I loved it. It was so good. 10 out of 10. The second was a little less great, but still liked it. 8 for that. Yeah, the first episode, perfection, eh? Nice. I went with a solid 9 on both. But yeah. So, how happy are you to be happy? Right? I am stoked to be stoked, bro. And I think episode 3 is going to be fire too, man. The way they set it up, they're literally setting them up for that shit we saw in the trailer when Balin and Ahsoka were fighting at the place where they could read the map. Like that's literally where they're headed right now. We're basically going to be going into the back half of the series blind, which is going to be actually pretty fucking awesome. Unless, like, Josh hears something or whatever. But yeah, isn't this great? We finally watched a Disney Plus Star Wars project other than The Mandalorian and animated features by Dave. We finally get a live action Star Wars project that we love again. The list is long as to why they couldn't get it right before, but let me sum it up real quick for you, Kathleen Kennedy. Like literally, all she had to do is what she finally did was give Dave the motherfucking reins and let the man cook. Let him guide them horses. Let him in the kitchen. Let him do some cooking. Let him in the bakery. Let him make some bread. Just let the man do his shit. And this is why we get this awesomeness because, at least for now and for the most part, it would seem to this point, Dave got to do his shit. Yeah. At some point in time, I'll end up doing a full uh summary video where I actually go through the episode. So it'll be like a longer video. Obviously, and we're not going to like rewatch the damn things because there is some exposition that can be skipped. But yeah, it'll still be a longer video, but that's okay because Daddy needs watch hours. Yeah, she did really well. I think Sabine was really damn good too. Honestly, I think she captured the animated character's attitude quite nicely. But Ray Stevenson is the fucking goat of that show for me right now, bruh. And there's nothing sentimental involved in it. Dude just dude's just murdering his role, bruh. And that was a nice little thing for at the end of it for our friend Ray. That was really cool. I like the fact that they kept it simple. Yeah, no. So noise. Why is my ear all of a sudden ringing? That's kind of fucking lame. Oh, I'm so happy to be happy with my Star Wars that I just watched. I'm happy to see that you guys are happy with the Star Wars we all just watched. It's a happy night. It was nerve wracking before it, and it's satisfying after it. Giggity. Yeah. All right. Well, that's about it, I think. I think we can sum it up with we all love the shit and we're fucking ready for the next episode. Yeah. Yeah, they really did. Season maintains strong, coherent storyline as well as elements of Star Wars that fans know and love. We could be in for a new era for Star Wars, at least for the next 6 weeks. That is probably true for the next 6 weeks. After that, it's all back up in the air again. But by golly, for the next 6 Tuesday nights, I'm going to watch this Dave Filoni so far magnificent creation, and then I'm going to hop on here and we'll talk about the shit. Except it won't be as late because we'll only be getting one episode a week. So next week it'll be at like well, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. The runtime was only like 30 some minutes. So yeah, like somewhere between 9:45 and 10 next Tuesday, depending on how close to 30 minutes that puppy runs. Acolyte is a wild card. Acolyte is a wild card, but until these strikes are resolved, we're not going to see shit about it. There's nothing more to know at this point. Not until Hollywood gets cranked up again and people start doing shit for other people to report on. So, and it has potential. Hedlund sent some interesting shit, and then she bombed on George. So, fuck that bitch. I mean, she's entitled to her opinion, and my opinion of her opinion is fuck that bitch. And yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. I'm getting tired. I gotta be up and literally. No, I gotta be to work at 7 hours. I gotta be up in 6 hours. Thanks for popping in. We'll do this again next week, earlier, which will be cool. And yeah, love you guys. Thanks for coming in. Uh, Hope you enjoyed this chat if you're watching this on the replay. And also like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know anytime I'm about to do or anytime I do, anytime I drop content. Yeah. So, with that being said, and like I always say, there's always a good There's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement.